Hey, how's everybody doing? I want to share with you a story from the Bible, and it was how God chose King David. You remember in that story, King Saul was picked because he was like a foot higher than everybody else, taller, and he was just handsome, and he was like the perfect candidate. Strong physically, he was impressive, but he was a train wreck and sort of downward spiral, did not trust God in the end, and really went off the rails and was just awesome. So God was going to pick, it was going to be his pick, right? Because Saul was the people's choice. He was what their idea of greatness, their idea of a leader. And again, we got to watch. That is something that we should be careful of, because sometimes we want to go with our own standards, what we think is impressive, the person we think that's impressive, or that's has all those qualities, and they check all those boxes. Whereas God's looking at different qualities. He wants to see our kindness. He wants to see how faithful we are. He wants to see how dedicated to Him and to this mission we are, how we love and how we respond to His great forgiveness in Jesus. That's the stuff that matters. It's not how much we trust in ourselves, but how much we trust in Him. And so David was picked, and he was the smallest of all of the kids. Do you remember that? In 1 Samuel, you have all of these, his brothers get paraded in front, and it's like, nope, not him, nope, not him, nope, not him, nope. And then they run out of guys, run out of brothers. And it's like, oh yeah, there's David, right? He's the little shepherd boy. He's out. He's the runt of the group, right? The smallest. I'll get him. Couldn't hurt. And so you bring him in. And it's like, that's the guy. That's God's choice. And Paul says that's how God works. That's how He has always worked. Look at 1 Corinthians chapter. We're still in chapter 1, and we're going to move to verse 27. He says, "But God shows not the powerful, not the people that are wise or who are born of nobility. No, God chose what is foolish in the world in order to shame the wise. He chose what is weak in the world to shame the strong." Now again, there's nothing wrong with being wise or being strong. That's not the issue. That is not the point. It's that God has a different way that He measures wisdom and strength. Again, the wisdom comes from Him. The strength comes from Him. And so He wants us to be very wise and very strong, but with His wisdom and His strength, His ability, His standard, not ours. Because ours, here's the problem. Okay, you're waiting for it. It's that we use it against people, right? If it's my strength and if it's my wisdom, I will very often lean towards how I can show you how great I am, and maybe make you feel as small as I possibly can, because I'm stronger and I'm smarter and I'm better, and so that's what tends to happen when we're looking at our abilities and not the abilities that God gives to us, right? When I look at how God sees me, I'm humbled, right? I'm left with no other choice but to go, yes, God, I got nothing to bring to the table, and anything that I'm going to use and it's going to be for Your glory, and it's going to come from You. All the wisdom I need, all the strength that I need, every bit of power, every insight, or any of those things, these words that I'm saying now, they come from Him, not from me. And so it clicks me into a servant role instead of a, hey, I need to be served role. You see how it works? See how it's just this total reversal. And what it does is it gives us this peace, because I know that I'm doing things God's way and for His glory, and it's not about me and my glory, and I'm not on that nonstop treadmill trying to scratch and claw my way to the top and leaving a wake of disaster as I go. No. Hopefully it should be a whole bunch of people whose lives have been helped, who have been comforted, who have been reassured about God and His love, that Jesus died for them, that they would know that God loves them that much, that I would know that He loves me that much, that he gave his life for me. And so that shuts down my wisdom. That shuts down my strength and the strength of those who would try to take control of others and hurt them. God says, let's close that down. Let's shut that off right now. It's all about how we can love, how we can help and accept and care for the people around us in Jesus and see them His way and see ourselves His way. All right? I hope that helps. If it does, please share this with somebody. Hit that subscribe button. I'm Pastor Fred. This is The Follow Through, and we will see you next time for another one.